The current water crisis has led to recommendations for private investors to engage the National Water Commission (NWC) regarding the provision of some of its services. One suggestion is for a similar arrangement to the one in the electricity sector where private entities generate energy for the national grid. President of the private sector organization of Jamaica, Howard Mitchell, says investors would react positively to such a proposal from the government. However, he says a coherent, long-term strategy for the management of water would have to be in place.
Because in recent memory, in the last 7 years, we did have a system where private investors could get a license to distribute water in a particular area. But it was cancelled, my understanding, my recollection, about 7 years ago. So now we would have to know what the regime is going to look like, and we'd have to have some assurances that that regime will be long-term and you don't get people investing in production and then having to change because the government policy changed. Let's have a plan, let's have a policy, and we'll be happy to look at it.
Mr. Mitchell says the private sector is concerned that the authorities have again been caught unprepared for severe drought conditions. He says there is also concern about the plans to supply water to the many development projects now taking place in the corporate area.
We hear of and we see the construction of high-rise buildings. Are those high-rise buildings adequately sourced with water? Do they have a source of water that will render them able to survive for any period of time if there is a real water crisis? These are issues that we in the private sector would like to know about, and it is of concern to us, even in making our plans for investment, that because water is an important part of production and manufacturing, for instance, that we have some idea of where that water is going to come from.
O'Shane Masters, Frontline News.